Right, if you're a staunch fan of VN News, you get to know that Fridays are always my favorite days in the week. This is VN News. It's Friday already, and I trust you've enjoyed your week so far. Coming up on today's bulletin, Ghana's fastest rapper Sarkodie ties the knot in a private ceremony. Ghanaian comedian Boniface survives near-fatal accident. Comedian AY sends HENSHAW a heartfelt message on her birthday. BOBRISKY shares before and after photos as he thanked God for making him come this far in life. Also, Congolese singer KOFFI OLOMIDE banned from performing in Zambia for sexually assaulting his dancers. From the international front, also, a grand jury indicts 4 men in XXXTENTACION's murder. And still coming up, Wendy Williams opens up about dealing with cocaine addiction. Details of all the stories and sports coming up on this weekend's edition of VN News. My name is Kelvin FNK. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, I will bring into you the news in detail. Hi. So all around the world, there are individuals who has in one way touched the lives of so many with their crafts. Now these individuals are either alive or dead. On the bio, in order for us to make it more spicy and more fun for you, we'll be bringing to you biography, or better say, a brief bio about individuals who has in one way or the other touched the lives of millions all around the world with their craft. So join me on the bio this and every Friday from 7 p.m. live on VNTV as I bring to you a brief about the individuals who have done so well in their various respective fields. This is the bio. Welcome back. This is VN News and we are just about to start. We are coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a repost of this news bulletin and every other program we have via VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. Now let's move straight to our first story, and that one I would say it's a congratulatory message to Ghana's fastest rapper, Sarkodie the Obede Pombede. Yes, so over the weekend or during the week, not too long, he tied the knot in a private ceremony with his baby mama and longtime girlfriend, Tracy. So yes, Sarkodie is officially off the market. Well, we all know he's been off the market for a couple of years now because he and Tracy has been, you know, in this relationship for a long time. She was with him from the very beginning of his career, and they have a beautiful daughter together. So yes, Sarkodie has tied a knot with Tracy. They're happy. I heard the white wedding will be coming up pretty soon, in as much as these two refuse to publicly announce to the general public that they are getting married, to their fans that they're getting married. You know, one way or the other, the media will got to find out that they actually got married. So yes, we're celebrating Sarkodie. So now we can put Mr. to his name right now. Yeah, Mr. Sarkodie and all that. We Sarkodie all the very best. Away from that story, Ghanaian comedian Boniface survives near-fatal accident. So yes, we wouldn't want to hear any negative reports about the celebrity passing on this year again. The ones we've heard so far are enough. So right now it's time for us to celebrate the success of the celebrities in everything they do. And not too long, Boniface shared a video of himself where he claimed he almost got killed in a near-fatal accident. He survived it. We're thanking God and we're celebrating the fact that the accident never pulled through. So he's thanking God for his life right now. I think with that, you just have to be careful with driving and all that, so such incident never happened. Wish him the best. Away from that story, it seems the Gollywood and the Gollywood saga in Ghana right now, it's not ending anytime soon. Remember how we got reports of how they changed the name from Gollywood to Gollywood. Some people came out to say it's a one-man decision. They are disassociating themselves from the whole organization and all that. Well, one of Ghana's finest veteran actors, David Donto, has come to reject the Gollywood. Now, according to him, the veterans in the industry, those who started the industry, actually were not consulted before such changes have been taken, or better still, have been concluded on. So David Donto has come out to say that he's rejected the Gollywood. So veteran Ghanaian actor David Donto has waded into the recent renaming brouhaha of the Ghana film industry to Gollywood. Now, according to him, Ghanaians are copying blindly just because other movie industries have wood in their name. Ghana is also doing same. Well, if you don't have the wood, what will you have? Well, we got Nollywood in Nigeria, and there is Hollywood in America, and every other wood in whichever part. But he's saying that it seems they are copying every other country that has the wood. So maybe they want to maintain you know, maybe the Ghana film industry. That's it for Ghana film industry. But as it stands, David Otto has rejected the change of the name from Gollywood to Gollywood. He is not the only one who has come out to speak. A lot of other stakeholders in the movie industry in Ghana are still talking about that. We're going to see how they are able to resolve all this issue and wish them the best. Now, away from that story coming from Ghana, don't forget that this news is coming to you live from our studios there in Accra, Ghana. It's either you're watching us live on Facebook or live from our TV channel, www.venetiantv.com. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Let's move straight to Nigeria, where comedian AY sent Kate Henshaw a heartfelt message on her birthday. So yesterday marked Kate Henshaw's 47th birthday, and she's looking like someone who is in the mid-30s. She's actually 47. That's as a result of enough fitness that she's been undergoing over the past couple of years now. So comedian AY Marco has taken to Instagram to wish veteran actress Kate Henshaw a happy birthday as she clocks a year older yesterday. Now AY, in a lengthy post, dropped a beautiful birthday message he coined from all the movie titles that the female entertainer featured in. Now, giving the right up to the title True Confession, he was able to convince some of his fans that he was actually narrating a true life incident before he dropped the bombshell, explaining that he made the exceptional movie using the Kate Henshaw movies that she has featured in. So AY sent a message to Kate Henshaw, but in that message, a birthday message, he used all the titles of the movies she's featured in the past couple of years to compose it, and it came out well. So you can log on to our website www.venetiantv to check out the full lengthy message AY sent to Kate Henshaw to mark her birthday. From us right here on VN News, we're wishing Kate Henshaw, our veteran actress, a happy belated birthday. Away from that, still celebrating people still celebrating themselves and their success so far. BOBRISKY, he's back in the news. He came out not too long to post a picture of his before and now, thanking God for the success of his life so far. Now, his before picture is so, I'm not going to use the word live on TV, but we all know that the right description for that is before picture and all that. Well, he posted the before and the now, the transformation he's had over the past couple of years, how God has actually transformed his life to what he is today. Now, he used that post as a platform to encourage every other young individual out there who has been condemned, hated by a lot of people, saying to them that they can't do what they want to do. Now, he used that platform to encourage them that they can actually be anything they want to be and be a successful person in life. So BOBRISKY shares before and after photos as he thanked God for making him, for how far he's brought him this in life so far. Wish him all the very, very, very best. Before I let you go away from Ghana and away from Nigeria, there is something really happening in the international front in our neighboring countries, since we are all in Africa. Congolese singer KOFFI Olomide banned from performing in Zambia for sexually assaulting his dancers. So it seems the sexual assault cases are gradually flipping into Africa, whilst the ones in Hollywood and the Western world is gradually drying up. It's now coming into Africa. We'll see how that pans out. The Zimbabwean government has banned Congolese Rumba singer KOFFI Olomide from performing in the country due to several allegations leveled against him. Olamide's charges include sexually assaulting his dancers, kidnapping them and employing them without valid permits in France. KOFFI, who regularly performs in Zambia, was due to hold 2 shows in Lusaka and Kitwe this month. The ban follows an appeal by the French embassy in Zambia, which requested local authorities to arrest Olomide if he traveled to the southern African countries. So yes, it is not our Olomide, it is KOFFI Olomide of Congolese. Yes, we wish him all the best. We're going to see how that pans out for him. This sexual stuff are stuff we wouldn't want to see in our system. But when it happens, especially when it happens to it's coming from the camp of our celebrities here in Africa, we have no option than to just report it. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from Ghana, Nigeria, and just a concluding stories from Congo. Log on to our website www.venetiantv.com for more trending stories. We'll be right back.
My country people, how on a day or Saturday don't reach for another bunga mock news on know the way they do am. Federal government don't provoke follow people where they said codeine. Say everybody now from north. Now so they drink up they swallow codeine. They know they put the miss again. Everybody now they drink up waka like the bottle.
You hear the song itself because say Buhari na a friend now. You just come here. You marry her, no one apology.
One of our honorable, what they call Ahmed. Say, yeah, you. When they do face like cockroach, so you are welcome. I just pay you for this way you do. I like your Gorima Pasha. Yeah, Gorima Pasha, not be your.
Even the guy wey dey back, whether na the DSS or na SS or na wanting, the guy confused. If he say the guy don met us, he call the spy am. He call dey do hair like this. He call the spy am.
Mock news showing only on VNTV every Saturday at 14 GMT.
Right, welcome back. This is still VN News and we're coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. It's either you're watching us live on Facebook or from our TV channel. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Subscribe to YouTube channel to get a repost of this news bulletin and every other program we have via VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. Away from Nigeria, Ghana and Congo, let's move straight into the Western world where a lot of stories are happening. Not too long, a grand jury indicts 4 men in extentation murder. Remember how the 20-year-old was murdered not a couple of months ago. Now those involved in this murder has been arrested and of course indicted. The Broward County grand jury has indicted 4 men in the fatal shooting of rapper XXXTENTACION, who was murdered at the age of 20 last month, yet to be precise. Now the Broward Sheriff's Office announced on Thursday that they have charged the 4 suspects with first-degree murder with a firearm and armed robbery with a firearm. 2 men have been arrested and currently in jail, while 2 others are still at large. In a Broward County jail in Michel Bodwich, 22, of Fort Lauderdale, accused of being one of the armed suspects who confronted XXXTENTACION. He was taken into custody on July 5 on unrelated drug charges and arrested on July 10 in the homicide case. So the exciting fact right now is that the grand jury has indicted 4 men in regard to the XXXTENTACION murder which took place last month. We're going to see how it's interesting how there's these authorities are able to fish out these guys in a short possible time. So I think that is something our security system here in Africa should copy, because a guy was murdered last month and now almost 6 people have been arrested and 4 have been confirmed, have been indicted so far. I wish them all the best and we'll see how that pans out for them. They should enjoy their jail life. For murdering someone, taking the life of someone is not something you just do every day. Away from that, Wendy Williams opens up about dealing with cocaine addiction. So yes, so I've always thought that she has this energy, this appearance, this vein that doesn't necessarily have to come from a normal sense. So as it stands, Wendy Williams has come out to say that during her time in radio or on radio, she was dealing with cocaine and she was able to get out of it, and that has given her a beautiful life so far. So American talk show host Wendy Williams, in her candid interview with ET, opened up about her battle with cocaine addiction and how she managed to pull through. During the interview, the former radio personality was quoted as saying that she was a functioning addict during her time on radio, and even though her bosses and colleagues were aware, nothing was done about the situation as she continued to pull in ratings of the station. So because she was the face of the station and giving them a lot of ratings, and she was actually taking cocaine then when in radio nobody was able to say stop it. But as it stands, she's been able to get through it, and she's used her story as an example to advise every other entertainer out there who feels that getting that boost will make you give out your best. It doesn't really work for long. So let's stick to the natural process of building yourself internally. Finally, on the international front, Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth are rumored to have cancelled off their engagement. Now these two happens to be engaging and unengaging, and I don't know the category I'll put them right now. In 2012, they announced that they are broken up. They broke up, and not too long after 2012, they got back together. Now it seems that the two of them are finally separating. So Miley Cyrus and Liam are saying now that they are no more together. Now reason is that Liam is being pressured by his family members to settle down and start a family. On the other hand, Miley Cyrus is not ready to settle down. She's not ready to have a baby. She's still enjoying the stardom life. That is what the report is saying. As I made mention earlier, it is rumored. It's not like it's confirmed. But we all know some stars like this, whenever it pops up, it's 90% true. Well, as it stands, Miley Cyrus and Liam are breaking up. from their engagement, I was literally waiting to see how the wedding was going to pan out for them. But since Liam is ready to get married and settle down, Miley on the other hand is not ready to have a baby and settle down. They just have to part ways. Wish them all the very, very, very best. But those are the major stories we have coming up on today's bulletin. Log on to our website www.venationtv.com for more trending stories. Godwin will be joining you with sports.
Position it well for me.
Food dey disas. Food.
They've not given me money. I'm just doing it for them for free, so that next time I'll start from there. The way your waist was going, how I like it. So when you get there, just walk straight.
Since what I say you don't get say, give me back.
I'll beat you rough.
Officers.
Yes.
Who is officer? Gasop.
You are Kotombre.
Me Kotombre.
Yes, you are Kotombre.
Hey, you are well.
So now you want to fight me.
Your brain squeeze.
Hey, one day I'll beat you. Let me see this thing.
Oh baby, don't complain.
With Indian hand.
Two Papas showing on VNTV every Friday at 2 p.m.
Excellent, and welcome back from that set of commercial break. Just gone by was Kelvin FNK with a barrage of entertainment. My name is Gordon Niamati, and I'm here to serve you a wonderful dose of sporting news over here. Now straight away, let's delve into action. And in the CAF Champions League, the winner of the 2018 CAF Champions League edition is to be handed the slot in the group stages. Now, the Confederation of African Football, that's CAF, have confirmed that the winner of the 2018 CAF Champions League will be given a place in the group stages of the next edition. The continent's highest governing body made a decision in order to avoid fixture congestions in the preliminary qualifying rounds. The new idea will relieve the 2018 winner the burden of going through any qualification stage in a bid to make the group stages. With an expanded format of the competition, CAF opted to hand the winner of the 2018 edition a straight entry into the group stages, with the 2018 Clubs World Cup playing a crucial role in the decision. The decision is one-off decision applies to the 2018 winner only, with a general synchronization of the CAF calendar set for next season. Away from that, and let's delve into the transfer market. And the biggest transfer news that took place yesterday night was the fact that Alisson Ramses Becker was able to complete his switch from AS Roma to Liverpool. Now Alisson has completed his move from AS Roma to Liverpool for a world record fee of £65 million sterling. Liverpool have completed the signing of goalkeeper Alisson Ramses Becker from AS Roma. The Brazilian moved to Anfield on a 6-year contract after the Reds hierarchy stamped up a £65 million whooping pound sterling to lure him to Merseyside, a world record fee for a goalkeeper. Liverpool fought off competition from Chelsea to land the highly rated 25-year-old who featured for Brazil in the World Cup. Alisson played against the Reds in last season's Champions League semi-final as Jurgen Klopp's men came through a two-legged tie against AS Roma, but he is now a Liverpool player and represents a huge coup for the club following the struggles of Loris Karius and Simon Mignolet. Becomes the fourth player to join Liverpool after the likes of Xherdan Shaqiri, Fabinho and also Naby Keita joined the Liverpool side. Now also let me give you a breakdown of that particular contract. An initial £53.8 million sterling is set in rumours way for the transfer. There is a further £9 million sterling in bonuses which will be met dependent on success on the pitch in both the Premier League and in the Champions League. And finally, £2.2 million sterling goes to Alisson's boyhood club in Brazil, that is International. Now, still in the transfer market, but we are moving from Liverpool to Chelsea, and Hazard to Real edge is closer as £170 million sterling fee is agreed according to reports. Now, Real Madrid have agreed a colossal gargantuan £170 million sterling deal for Eden Michael Hazard according to reports. Hazard's time at Chelsea appears to be coming to an end after the Belgium star openly courted a move away from Stamford Bridge. The forward was one of the top performers at this summer's World Cup, but he will not be playing Champions League football next season if he wants to remain at Chelsea. Real Madrid are desperate to find a replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro El Comandante, who moved to Juventus for close to £100 million last week, and reports are now suggesting that the European champions may have a major breakthrough in their search for their next superstar. Late 10 Sports are claiming that Chelsea and Real Madrid have come to an agreement on a £170 million move. They claim in the report, however, that the figure may also include the fee for Thibaut Nicolas Makutwa, who is also linked with the move away from the London-based club. Now still in the transfer market, but we are moving from Chelsea to Manchester City. Raheem Sterling shelved negotiations before the World Cup in the hope his stock would rise on the back of a sparkling tournament. His cap record, this would increase the pressure on City to accept his demands for improved personal terms to his current £170,000 a week deal, or attract interest from a big foreign club. Neither has happened, and the England forward had a decent World Cup without lighting it up. City will now wait for Sterling, who is enjoying his post-World Cup break, to return to the negotiation table. Although Sterling's current contract runs until June 2020, City will sell him next summer if he does not agree new terms before then. Away from Raheem Sterling to Ghanaian international Patrick Chumesi. Now Kazakhstan-based Ghanaian international Patrick Chumesi is on the verge of joining Turkish Super League side Göztepe. Now the free-scoring Ghanaian international is expected to storm the city of Izmir over the weekend to finalize a reported 3-year deal. Patrick Chumesi, who became the first player in the history of Astana to score a UEFA Champions League goal, missed out on a chance to join Göztepe in the summer of 2017, but is set for an imminent arrival at Izmir. The celebrated forward boasts of a goal in every 3 games for Astana, including 8 goals in 15 appearances this year. Reports in Turkey confirmed the arrival of Chumesi at Göztepe, with only the mandatory medicals delaying the deal. Now, away from that, and let's focus on clubs EYM. And then yesterday, Blackburn Rovers engaged Liverpool in a friendly match, and then Liverpool were able to stage a 2-0 victory over them, as the likes of Marco Grujic and also Daniel Sturridge were able to get the goals for Liverpool as they defeated Blackburn Rovers by 2 goals at Ewood Park. Not forgetting that Club America engaged Manchester United this dawn, and at the end of 90 minutes it was 1-1. Juan Manuel Mata Garcia was able to rescue a point for Manchester United. In a related story, Manchester United say forward Alex Alejandro Sanchez El Nino Maravilla from Tocopilla in Chile has been given the go-ahead to join up with teammates in the United States of America. Sanchez, who accepted a 16-month suspended jail sentence in February for tax fraud, missed the start of the tour as he was unable to get a visa. United said on Thursday the Chilean had been given the green light to travel. Sanchez, who is 29, is set to link up after Friday's game with Club America. Now let me give you a round of fixtures that will be taking place over the course of the weekend. AC Milan today will be playing against Novara from Italy. AS Roma also be locking on against lower tier side VS Avellino. Then not forgetting Levante, Emmanuel Barton's Levante will be playing against Premier League side Bournemouth from England. Now to the ICC fixtures, that will be the very last story before we run up here on Focus Sports on VN News. Now on July 21st, that is tomorrow, Manchester City will be locking us against Borussia Dortmund at Soldier Field in Chicago. That will be the first fixture in this year's ICC fixtures. Now if you don't know anything about the ICC pre-season fixtures, it's a competition meant for the elite clubs in Europe to test themselves and also to put themselves in a pace ahead of a grueling season. Not forgetting that tomorrow Bayern Munich will be playing against Paris Saint-Germain at Wolves Stadium in Klagenfurt, and then finally on Sunday you'll be having Liverpool playing against Borussia Dortmund at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. So on that particular Bank of America note, my name is Godwin Niamate. With the act of being a very good guest, it's knowing when to say goodbye. Enjoy your weekend.
So that was Godwin with Focus Sports. Before I let you go, let me give you a recap of our headlines. Ghana's fastest rapper Sarkodie ties the knot in a private ceremony. Ghanaian comedian Funny Face survives near-fatal accident. Comedian AY sends KTNTACION a heartfelt message on her birthday. BOBRISKY shares before and after photo of as he thanked God for making him come this far. Congolese singer KOFFI OLOMIDE banned from performing in Zambia for sexually assaulting his dancers. On the international front, also, grand jury indict 4 men in extortion murder. And finally, Wendy Williams opened up about dealing with cocaine addiction. Details of all these stories and sports were brought to you earlier on today's bulletin. Log on to our website www.vnationtv.com for more trending stories. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get a repost of this particular news bulletin. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK. Enjoy your weekend.